Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, Mortus here, and welcome to Season 4 of Rags to Riches. So, for those unfamiliar with how Rags to Riches works on my particular channel, here is how I run it. You start with nothing. You start with no money, no weapons, no ammo, no armor, nothing. My current inventory is clear, save for one item, which I will discuss later. The basic rules. Number 1, I cannot touch my scav until I have reached level 10. Level 10 is when the flea market opens up, and likewise, I don't want to inflate my stash with, basically free gear at the very beginning by running a scav here, there, and everywhere, so that's going to be what it's going to go. The other thing with the scav is I'm slightly changing this from the last seasons. The scav raids will mostly be done offline. The scav raids will be mostly done in order to gather things that, the items that are real boring and tedious to gather that just doesn't make for good fun content. So the side rule for the scav now is that when I extract with anything from the scav, the only things that I can keep are the stuff for quest items and for hideout items. Everything else, the armor, the weapons, the rigs, the ammo, all that stuff, I have to sell off. So I can only keep things that goes towards building out the hideout, because that is my ultimate goal, is to once again build out the hideout to its maximum capacity. That is the base premise for what I'm going for. Anything else will be a side bonus. The next rule is that if there is a quest item that I can purchase to turn in, I must at least find one in raid and extract with it successfully on my PMC before I can buy and purchase or buy and turn in any more. Now, they've made a change with a lot of the quests where basically everything has to be found in raid now, so that does make it easier. However, that also means that anything I find on my scav that goes towards quest items, I still have to find that first one on my PMC and extract successfully with it. I think that's pretty much it. We've tried it before with running with no insurance and stuff like that, and that was just god-awful, so yeah, we're just gonna go with it. As you can see, I'm currently level 3. The reason for that is, of course, because I've been going around and just identifying items, so I don't have to do that while I'm in raid. Mainly been just refreshing fence and identifying items as they come through. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get things figured out here. So, as you can see, I have kept the docs case that I got from the New Year's Eve, or New Year's gift. The reason I have kept that is because in the past seasons I have allotted to keep an item that made life slightly easier. Generally it was a key tool. The key tool is not available at this time, so it's the docs case this time. I don't know if I'm going to hang on to it, that's why it's there currently. I'm just going to kind of weigh my options as I go, but I do know that a lot of quests require you to have keys, and I'd rather not have to do like one quest per run because I have other things in my container. Beyond that, yeah, let's go ahead and gather some tasks and see what we can get going on here. So I think the only one that we can get is this, debut, and this, shortage. So I need to find Salois, and I need to have the kill 5 scavs at customs and hand over 2 shotguns. Of course, right now, we literally have nothing available to us, so yeah, we're kinda hosed on that front. So the very first thing that we need to do is we need to start bolstering our economy. We need to start getting some money coming in so that way we can start purchasing, pistols and things like that. Obviously, the easiest thing to do would be to go in and try to kill things and then take their stuff, but I find it generally easier for me personally that I start, just shoving stuff up my butt that's worth, decent prices, and then start bolstering my stash up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Interchange. We are going to do the Interchange weapon run underground, and we're going to hit some of the side hidden stashes and see if we can find anything that's worth any money, and see if we can extract. This first few rounds, the first probably 20 rounds or so, are going to be me flailing, and it's just going to absolutely kill my survival rate. But it's to be expected. I have nothing to defend myself with but a hatchet. So with that, let's go ahead and go into our first raid ever. We're going to go into Interchange at 10:56 in the AM. We have nothing to insure. We have no money to insure with anyways, so away we go. Alright, stuck us over here. So We're gonna immediately run over to this first stash and hopefully not get popped by somebody over there. If it happens, it happens, but I'd like to at least get a couple of things into my gamma before I, move on, as they were. Bar of soap. I mean, at this point, just take everything. Any money is good money. 308 AP Lapua. Interesting. For the new ammo rounds. Go over here real quick. That's right, I don't have my strength anymore. I can't jump over things like I used to. So we should get a lunchbox here. There we go. And we'll take you. Blast mitigation. Sure, why not? A little bit of everything. Just gonna kind of peek over here. Do we see anyone? Alright, we're gonna try and make our way over to the other secret stashes. See if we can do so without drawing attention to ourselves. That's fine. So they have added a couple of new SMGs that are apparently very powerful, the Vector being one of them. It actually finally arrived. And the other being the UMP-45, which was one of my favorite weapons in Counter-Strike. P90 and the UMP-45 were my jam. Come on. Thank you. Can of Sprats. 7 and 37. Hey, we got a pistol. Alright, 7 and 37 is a good round. We're already at this phase. Take everything. We have a pistol now. How many rounds? About half of them. We'll see if we can find some ammo for this guy. We could get underground right now. Sounds like Killa may be up there. If we're lucky, we may be able to run into some scavs without running into some players. Get this pistol some use. Another weapon crate over here I will check real quick. Wondering. So, one of the nice things that I found out that I'm super glad exists is that up until level 10, your heals are free with Therapist, which is super good because I'd be hosed otherwise. Come out of a raid, be completely unable to heal. Be a bad time. Gunpowder green. Somebody over there. Alright, so gunpowder green will go there. And people are out shooting off more fireworks, even though it is now... What is today? Ah, it's the 3rd. Alright, let's discard you, bring down the relay, because that goes for the hideout. There's someone out here. sounded like they were upstairs, so we may be okay. Hard to tell, though. There. Literally gonna have to just identify all the things. Like, full Glock setup right there. That's not bad. I don't have a Glock. Alright, we're gonna check a few more weapons containers here. See if we can find ourselves a primary. Go back and check that zipper in a second. Alright, we got something there. About half, alright. Oh. I don't know if it's a bug or if they just changed it to make sure that you can't search by moving away from the, searchable item. I would have to assume it's a ladder, because that would make more sense. It's like, you know, you can't search from something 5 or 6 steps away, so why would we let you? But it is still kind of annoying here, there, and everywhere. Gotta get used to standing still again. Okay, boy. Now trust me when I tell you I don't know what is best in slot in this stuff, so bear in mind it's going to be a learning process. So I will probably pick up things that don't make sense to people who have already played for a little bit, but, you know, for me. Examine that. Nope, we got that. Okay. Go ahead and have a little snack here while we're moving out. And we're coming up on the first location where we could potentially hit some scavs. Which would be good, because we might be able to get some gear. Backpack and a chest rig would not go amiss. Rail. Visor. Terrible visor for a terrible helmet. It's a coal pack, I do believe. You have your cigarettes. Don't need to worry about that yet. That habit doesn't come up for a little bit, so I'm not going to start collecting cigarettes just yet. This is probably worth more than the MRE. Ugh, do I really want to keep these armor? Let's get rid of the soap. Get rid of the hat. Put the AP up there. I feel like that MRE may be worth a little something. It's a trash can. Over here and see if we see any scavs in the distance. None. Yeah, that's above. More than one. Alright, so no scavs down here. I think that we need to just make a break for the extract. It's an okay start. Let's go check the van for any meds real quick. Nothing? Alright, let's make our way out of here. Oh, that's right. I don't have my stamina anymore either. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm so sluggish now. Did we check the... Honestly, I think we just go. Technically, you can find chest rigs in the secret stashes. You could even find armor. I was playing on my other account and quite literally found a hex plate armor, which is like a level 6. It protects the thorax, but it's a level 6. Alright, do we dare... No, I think we just get out. We'll run it back. Because I don't trust that there isn't somebody watching those stashes. There probably isn't, but I'm a little paranoid. Also have to remember that if I get into any sort of firefight, I have no way to medicate myself. So I need to be kind of sly, stealthy, and sneaky here. Let's get out of this one, move on to the next one.
Fucking terror group. Found an exit.
So, hopefully that is a sign of yet to come. We actually survived our first raid. Get us a little experience. Get us a little money. We're not going to take in the AK. We'll save that for a rainy day. We are going to sell off the stuff. And we are going to probably buy at least ammo for the pistol. And maybe another magazine if we can afford it. We might also get a backpack. We'll have to see how much that stuff is going for, so let's go ahead and get this stuff out of here. Alright, so let's do a little selling here. So Sprats, Emery, you. We're gonna hang on to this for... Yeah, we'll hang on to those for the hideout. So that's a good start right there. Not skier, mechanic, you will give me the best deal on that stuff. I'm in it for the early money. I don't need to worry about stuff that I can sell on the flea market later. We are bolstering our immediate accounts. Alright, so with that money, that is a fair bit. We can go ahead and get a backpack. And I think that's it. I think we're going to hang off on everything else because we're just taking the pistol back in. Let's go ahead and get a magazine for it if we can. 983, so we'll buy one of you. I don't have any money yet. Hang on. Let's go ahead and get... Yep, we'll get 100 of you. There we go. Right, and then we can go over to Prepper. And get the... Now, is this 9x18 or 9x19? I always forget. 9x19. 9x19. PSO. Really, that's it? Alright, hang on. Mechanic, you got the other one? PST, there we go. So we'll buy 30 of those. Go ahead and drop these in, do a quick reload. Put those in there, we go. We'll We'll hang on to the rest of those. Alright, so we are basically prepared to go back into another run. Let's go back into Interchange. We're doing it at 1:10 in the PM. What's the insurance on the pistol? It's not terrible? Why not? Might not get it back, but it's only 1,700. I think we can part with that in the very beginning and be okay. Man, the queue times have been kind of rough ever since the wipe. Also, literally the same spawn as before. That is a very, very bad omen. Very bad omen indeed. But we're gonna run it just as we ever would. Kick tape, nice. Bolts, nice. Ah! We found a Mosin man! Like I said, it's a bad omen. It is a terrible omen every single time you get the exact same spawn. Luckily, we did get a couple of items, so we can at least, you know, get something out of it. Alright, so we'll sell that. We'll hang on to the bandages. Hang on to the bolts. So at least the kick tape pays for most of what we lost and a little bit more. We'll grab another bag, but we're just going to run it right back. And we're not even going to take a weapon in this time. We're going to go back to Interchange. If we can get ourselves a hard drive, then we could trade that in for an MBSS, and then if we get the MBSS, then we'll probably take that over to Shoreline. Because I know where a lot of secret stashes are on Shoreline, and there is a lot of money to be made. I just... Really? 3 times in a row game? Sure, I'll take the TP too, why not? One shot. One shot. I have 1 bullet. One bullet in a dream. We could make this happen. They'll never see it coming. Makarov from across the world. Pew. Ah, to hell with it. We've already made our money back on the backpack. We can just go in. And if the same exact thing happens, then so be it. Well, yes, I'll take that. There seem to be folks that are kind of busy with each other over there, so I don't think we want to deal with that. We're going to leave those 2 secret stashes alone. Go directly underground. I do not want to hear myself huffing and puffing all the way out here. This is terrible. Get thee underground! Thank you. Can of herring. What's this? Could be Keter. About half. Ugh. Just enough for a microburst. Alright, so at least we got underground, so we have a little bit more clearance to work with. Not a lot, like, this is still a very dangerous area. Power's already on. Splint, yes please. There will always be more bolts. Take a small risk here and loot this grenade box. Unfortunately, I can't even throw that, so reason to hang on to it. Would have been nice, it would have given me a little strength XP, but ah well. Helmet? Oh. Bamboozled. Excited for a second. Luckily the noise up there should mask at least some of my movement. Alright, sorry. Somebody already opened... How does somebody already have Kiba? Are you serious? That's impo... Good lord. How did somebody already get to Kiba status? That's insane. The wipe hasn't even been live for what, a week at best? That is nuts. Upstairs. We'll have to refer to that guy as Captain Poopsock, apparently. It's holy hell. My head is now protected. The rest of me not so much. Night Force, okay. Freaking... Okay. Alright, TP, we'll go ahead and move the herring up here. Fleece, bring down the hammer of justice. And have ourselves a little congratulatory snack! We just made a bit of money. Okay. Some people before have asked me to run this challenge on a standard account. And while I understand how much more of a challenge that would be, I already suck enough at this game that I don't need to have that additional challenge, thank you. I am terrible. Can clear these. Can I do it like this? Ah. Cheese factor 11. I like it. Alright, so we're trying to not sprint down here because we don't want them to know that we're down here puddling about. Check over here, see if we see any scavvy boys. Which we do. Oh, he saw me. Not messing with an SKS. No, thank you. If we're lucky, that other scav will come over here. We were not. Alright, let's go and do a little quick loot over here. Filling our pockets is the way. I don't care what it is. Jam it on in there. Lock for a 416. Alright, so I could potentially get that lock if I... Nope, that's a 3. That's 3 slaughter. So I need to figure out a way to potentially get around that SKS scav and get the jump on him. Somebody's been through here. But they only looted the bags. Very confusing. Moe, take that. Ah, it's an AK. Still. It's a jar of mayonnaise! If I do that, then I can take this out. DKM, FMJ, that's alright. We can work with this. There's still another scav over here somewhere, and I don't really want to... get surprised by him. In fact, I think we're pretty solid here. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That bandage. No! Give me the bandage! Why do you hate me, game? Let me in. Give. Thank you. Game is trying to get me shot. Do that perfectly well on my own, thank you very much. Alright, nothing there. Now, I think we will go for some secret stashes on the way out here. Mainly because we heard the Mosin dude out there and we want to let him kind of make his way out before we make our way out. If at all possible. Ah, ooh. Alright, super handy. I think we need those contacts. Do we? Do we really? Nice to have, not generally something that we need at this present moment in time. No, I think we're okay. We'll leave them. They are a luxury we cannot afford at this present moment. We're here to check this green crate out. Every once in a while you'll get a med spawning on the box next to it. Not today. Alright, just something to identify, get a little more experience. And now we leave, because we have a full inventory and we don't need to be playing loot shuffle when we're trying to make as much money as we can as fast as we can. We will probably take this AK into the next raid. Or AKM. Now we have some PS rounds, so we can use that with the AK-74 that we got. I freaking knew it! Ah! Of course he was out there. Camp in the freaking extract. How annoying. Ah well. We still got out with some stuff. That hammer is definitely going to sell for a fair price. That'll get us at least a little bit of stuff going on. Alright, so selling. We'll keep the splint and the bandages on us. Right. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we got a little bit of money to work with. Let's see here. Let us get... What is inexpensive? $133. Could get an SK. Alright, I tell you what, let us... There's that trade. Trade for a wreck battery, I'll have to remember that one. Let's grab... an SK... and let's say 40 rounds. Okay. Then we'll grab a bag. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep the keep it unloaded. I'm gonna start doing reload drills. Reload on the fly. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take this stuff in. I think we're gonna go to a Shoreline. I think that's gonna be our jam. I think that's gonna be our jam, because we should be able to get a couple of decent ranged shots on, yeah, let's ensure them both. On a couple of scavs and pick up their gear and then be able to push forward, hopefully. And I know, like I said, I know where there is a lot of good loot, so we'll run it and see what happens. Okay, well, this is quite possibly the worst possible spawn I could have gotten. But we will make do. Let's see if I can remember where the stash is over here. There is one somewhere over yonder. Remember where. Further in? I thought it was over here. Just poke and prod for a second here, let other people begin their rush into the resort. I may not remember where it is though, which is fine. There's plenty more to hit. Yep, I think I ventured too far. Oh well. 'Tis fine. Nothing was lost. Didn't take very long. Got a Mosin out there somewhere. Sniper scav. No sniper scav. Alright. I'm gonna do something incredibly dumb. Hold my beer. Not that I drink beer. If I did, you should hold it. The worst possible location. I forgot to reload. I should probably do that. Let's grab everything. I don't think I actually grabbed the screwdriver. Oh well. Making sure nothing spawns in here. You know how they like to change spawn locations sometimes. Swear to God I heard somebody's feet that weren't my own, but it's real hard to tell. I'm not playing with Steam Audio because they broke Steam Audio again. And I so severely miss it. It's this next... No, hang on. This bush? This bush. I hear a dog barking in the distance. That's good. That's good. That'll do. That'll do. Every little bit helps. Let's go make our way towards the truck wreck. Let's see if we can find a scav or two there. Gotta be careful because I still don't really have any sort of medications. I have enough to patch myself up, but I don't have enough to heal after the fact, so... Gonna take a peek at the cottages, see what's happening over there. If it is, cross your fingers, hopefully nice and quiet. Oh shit. No shooterino. Ah! What did I just say? Well, more than likely rip us. I'm gonna have to invest in some painkillers to bring along. Don't know what to do here. I can kind of limp my way out. But he may just be sitting out there waiting for me to make a move. Nothing to it but to do it, I guess. We're walking home, boys. It's alright, I wanted to go to the village anyway. Yeah! Yeah! That's it. This was my plan all along. Oh, it's been a while since I've had to endure this kind of pain. But you know what? We're survivors. We don't say quit just because our leg is broken. Surprised you didn't push on me at all. Although I did technically have the high ground. What that's worth. Go over to the church, loot there, hit a couple of other spots, and hobble our butts on out of here. Assuming we survive for that long. And of course my throat is starting to go. Ran a Starfinder session on Friday. DM'd a D&D session on Saturday. My throat is raw. Somebody's already been through this stuff too. Isn't that great? Very well then. God, what is our safest course here? I don't want to just go wandering out into this village. Walking person standing out in the middle of the open is... That's fine. Is definitely an easy target. There's a body in here nobody generally checks. Let's go check it out. Let's see what spawns in there. Probably nothing useful, but, you know. Something to know for the future. What you got on you? Fantastic. Glad I made the trek. Do you know what? You never know until you check it. So now I just have to decide how much pain am I willing to endure. Because I can go down into the village area. Not this village, this is the flooded village, the other village. And do some decent looting down there if people haven't already run it. Or I could just skirt the outskirts and then get out of here. Curse you, cicada! Wherever you may be. I hear you laughing at me. You know what? We're gonna try the village first. We're gonna take a... Are they still firing off fireworks? Good lord. I mean, I get it. Yay, explodey fun time, but seriously. There was a day for this, and it is not Sunday. At 8 o'clock in the evening. Ah! Did he seriously stalk me? He may have stalked me. Oh, that was painful. Oh. PS rounds, yeah, so he had an SK as well. Sounded silenced, although it may not have been, it just may have been an audio bug. Who knows? Alright, so, things to sell off, all of that. Actually, not the... Oh, that's right, that was the other stash, never mind. And then we'll sell this off to you. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna buy a couple of hideout upgrades just to get started, because, you know, some of them are beneficial. So you need to start with security, obviously, 20k. Vents are important. However, I want to see immediately what I need for med station. 20k. Boom. Because I can craft Salewas, which will be nice. And I can also use these to craft 3 cheeses, which is super handy right now. Other things, illumination, not really that necessary. We'll go ahead and do this one because it's cheap. Actually, are there any decent crafts in there? What do we got? Okay, so if I find... I had a fleece. Fleece and a ripstop, I can get 2 scav. And 5 bandages, and 1 vodka can get me 10 double bandages. Vents are 25k, we may hold off on that for now. Illumination is 10k. Not really necessary. Heating is 25k, but that gives back energy. We'll do that one. We'll hang out off on the rest of the stuff for now because we don't have a whole lot left. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Go ahead and buy one of these just so we have that for next time. And there we go. It's gonna be an interesting sort of day. So with that in mind, I thank you very much for watching the first episode, and I will catch you on the next exciting adventure. Adios.